All right, what's going on, guys? This is coming out pretty late. I know, way later than normal. Just been enjoying some vacation time. So, anyway, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about NBA. We're going to talk about the World Series. Crappy day yesterday, just kind of all around. I mean, okay in NBA, not fantastic. MLB, we got just destroyed. Did the complete opposite, everything I thought. I will say, my God, the umpiring in the World Series has been really disappointing. I mean, literally every game. Yeah, yesterday was a weird strike zone. I have seen high school games with tighter strike zones than that. So I think that I don't necessarily use it as a crutch for the Yankees, but man, there was just some spots where it really killed their momentum, in my opinion. So, but yeah, they had opportunities. They just couldn't capitalize. I thought Buehler pitched good for the most part, but he also threw some fastballs right down Broadway, hung some breaking balls, and the Yankees just didn't capitalize. I mean, these bats have gone ice cold. So it is what it is. I did say lean towards the under. I didn't bet it, but that would have been a good play. Anyway, let's talk about NBA. We're going to walk through the games. I'll give you some best bets, and then we'll talk a little bit more about World Series. So first game on the card today, Mavericks and the Timberwolves. Mavericks coming off a game yesterday. Didn't look great. Luka was like 5 for 20, something like that. He shot like crap. Klay Thompson didn't really shoot that good. So, you know, coming off a back-to-back early in the season, I think Luka played about 33 minutes. What's it going to look like today? Going up against a fresh Timberwolves team at home. Really hard for me to back the Mavs in this situation. I would have to go Timberwolves. I don't really love the 5.5 though, but I do like the over. I like the over 221.5. That is going to be one of our official plays. So I do like that. Oh, by the way, we don't have the headset mic anymore. So let me know if this audio is a little bit better. We got another thing coming for the setup. So tomorrow it'll look a little bit different, but hey, no more headset mic. Next game, Nuggets and the Nets. I don't know what is going on with the Nuggets, but they are a shell of themselves right now. Took overtime to win yesterday on a game that should have absolutely destroyed them. So do I trust them giving 4.5 to the Nets? The Nets have been surprisingly good, actually. No Ben Simmons tonight, so I do think that's going to play a factor. Should help with Schroeder's assist, though. So if you are looking for an assist line on Schroeder, I think it's 6.5. I'm okay taking that, actually. That's a bet I have. It's not on my official card, but I did end up putting that in probably about 10 minutes before the stream here. But I like that play. This is such a tough spot, man. I would almost... I've seen some people on the Brooklyn team total over. I don't mind that. It's like 107.5 now. I think it was 106.5 this morning. Yeah, I don't love this game. So other than the Schroeder, I think that's pretty much a pass for me. Denver coming off a back-to-back. Had to go into overtime last night, traveling to play this game. A bad spot for Denver, in my opinion. They just don't look great. I think they're 1-3 now. I'd probably go Brooklyn plus 4.5, actually. Fresher legs. Yeah, Brooklyn 4.5, but not going to touch it. All right, Kings and the Jazz. Jazz hung in there against Dallas last night, but like I said, their team shot pretty poorly, so that played a pretty significant factor. Also really helped the Kessler. We had Kessler under rebounds. Well, when Luka, dude had 27 rebound chances. That is insane. And we had him projected to play 23 minutes. He played 30. So he almost played a half a quarter more than what we were hoping for. So I guess he did play half a quarter more. So that hurt. And 27 rebound chances is a shit ton. So anybody could hit that line. Yeah, Kings have been on fire. I like the way the Kings look. We do have a little bit of a play in this one. We got a sprinkle on a parlay, but yeah, I would say Kings up in this. I think the line was at 5.5. Looks like it's at 6.5 now. 6.5 is a little steep playing the Jazz at home, but they've been rolling. So I would say maybe modify that a little bit. That over 234.5 is pretty damn high. So we'll talk about the plays we have in that. Last game on the card, Pelicans and the Warriors. Warriors are going to be without Steph Curry for this game, and I believe the next game he's got an ankle sprain or some type of ankle injury. Yeah, I don't love this team without Steph. That is a totally different team. There's guys that are going to have to step up, and I just don't think they do. Kuminga would probably be one. I like his under PRAs. I like his under points and rebounds. Yeah, I do like the Kaminga unders. I didn't take it. His points line's at 19.5. He is favored to go over, but I mean, if we look, he has been not great. He hasn't even come close to 20. So I could see taking his under 19.5 points, or you could look at his under in PRA, points and assists, whatever. I just don't think he has a great day. That said, somebody's got to step up, and I don't think it's going to be, Draymond Green. So that's a tricky one there. Let's get into our plays for NBA. So first play is going to be Mavs and the T-Wolves over 221.5, which I already talked about. We're going to do Keontae George for the Jazz under 5.5 assists. And then we're going to go Pelicans money line at minus 125. You can do the minus 1.5 at minus 112. I'm just playing it a little bit safer and taking minus 125. Like I said, you got a fresh team. You've got a Steph Curry-less Warriors. I just don't trust them. Another play I looked at for the Pelicans is old snacks Zion Williamson under his PRAs. He hasn't really come close to this. They're kind of slowly ramping up his minutes. He's been somewhere in that 28-minute range. Who knows? Tonight they could go 30-some minutes with him. So I'm going to fade it, but I'm pretty sure that'll probably be a pretty popular play today just because he hasn't really come close. That line was 34 and a half this morning. It's down to like 33 and a half when I looked about an hour ago. 2 parlays today. We're going to take Christian Braun for the Nuggets to have 10 plus points. He's been playing really well. My thought is younger guy coming off a back-to-back. He's still going to have some pretty fresh legs. His minutes per game have been still pretty high. He's at about 33 minutes, which is actually kind of the lowest of the starters, but I think he still plays. And then give me Lauri Markkanen for the Jazz under 8.5 rebounds. Give me DeMar Rosen to score 20 plus points. I like his line. I think it's at like 22.5, 21.5. You can just take that if you want, but we're just going a little bit safer. So him to score 20 and the Kings to win. Parlay those two together, you get plus 108. So those are the NBA picks. Let's talk about the World Series. So I don't have an official play per se. I'll talk to you about a couple things I like on here though. It's really hard for me to trust a Yankees team that got 2 runs off of a 2-out 9th inning home run. Just can't. I can't trust that. Judge continues to struggle. It is absolutely pathetic to watch, actually. Soto looked okay last night. Still didn't come through for us, but top to bottom, this lineup just looks lost. That said, hopefully we get a little bit of umpiring that's better tonight. I mean, there was some really shitty strike 3 calls last night, and even strike 1, strike 2 calls that kind of set that up. If you watch the game, I mean, they were giving them everywhere, inside, outside, high, low. It was like, Jesus Christ, where this strike zone's massive, and it was shifting. So most time you're going to get an under when that happens. So we'll have to see what the umpires like tonight. I did look at the umpire rankings. I mean, they did not pick the top umpires. These guys were ranked like in the 40th, like real bad. I think the best umpire is ranked like 18th or 19th. So confusing decision on the umpire. Anyway, let's get off that soapbox. So for the game tonight, it's going to be Luis Hill going up against a staffed game for the Dodgers. Man, there's a lot of action towards the Dodgers. I thought yesterday was going to be the day. Like, if they were going to win something, it was there. Schmidt was off. You could see he walked 4 guys. He only gave up 2 hits, but he walked 4. His command was off. Buehler was pretty good. Like I said yesterday, if he could get that curveball working, he would have some success. That knuckle curve was looking pretty good. And his sinker, it's more like a cutter. But that was looking pretty sharp. They had a lot of movement on it. And his fastball was zipping. I think he got up to like 96, 97 last night, which he was kind of in that 93, 94 during the season. So he definitely got up. He pitched well, and that kind of bit us there. It's kind of, I mean, I don't know how you don't go Dodgers heavy in this game. I know it's a staffed game, but I just can't see anything. I like Luis Hill over 3.5 Ks. Question is, will he walk a bunch of people, right? Same thing as Schmidt or Buehler yesterday. There's a long time between games and just don't know how he's going to perform. So light lean towards that. I kind of like the over 8.5. Like I said, I think umpiring had a lot to do with why we saw a low total yesterday. We've got the wind basically blowing in. It's still west-southwest, but it's definitely going to move towards more just being kind of like we'll call it a side wind or something. So that should help with runs. I think you got a day now where they're back. They got the hitting after the day off. I think we see an over. So 8.5 would be my favorite play. Nothing official today, but like I said, over 8.5. I would go Dodgers. I mean, you're getting plus money to take a team that's hitting better. They have a massive bullpen advantage. The Yankees bullpen is just not. It doesn't blow me away. We saw Cousins come in last night. Didn't look too good. Nestor Cortez doesn't blow me away. There's just nobody in that pen. Leiter, even the closer Luke Weaver, to me, wasn't great. I mean, this guy was released from the Reds. He doesn't do anything that necessarily blows me away. So Dodgers are too hot. I'd have to go Dodgers, like I said, but no official plays. But if I had to pick 3, it would be Dodgers. Dodgers money line, Dodgers first 5. You can look at team total over 3.5 at -130. So I guess I'm giving you more than 3. And then you could maybe Luis Heel, but God, I don't trust him. He's just too wild, man. My fear with Heel is he comes out and he has control issues, which has happened all season. Ends up walking, let's say, Shohei and Mookie, and then Freeman pipes one. Very similar to yesterday. Freeman's hit a home run in 4 or 5 games in a row. So, yeah, really hard for me to back the Yankees in the spot. But as like I said before, if you're going to play it, I would say run line. I mean, we haven't seen a 1-run game yet. It's like I said before the series started. It's probably going to be 2+ to win. So you can get the Dodgers -1.5 at plus 198, 199 right now. So you compare that with their team total over 3.5 it's a very, very small increase, but it's like 207. So that's what I've got. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry the video is so late. We will be back to a more normalized routine tomorrow as I enjoy my last vacation day. But like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you next video.